What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Cam ATL. Shout out to the DFS squad. Shout out to everybody watching this video right now. Drop a like down below because I already know you're gonna love it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Make sure you comment anything in the comment section. Like the video, subscribe to the channel for your chance to win the $50 giveaway that I do every single week on this channel. Thank you guys for watching as always. Go to greenlightdfs.com to join the squad. Let's go ahead and get straight into this high five. Starting off at point guard. Starting off at point guard, we got Russell Westbrook, who's still questionable. I'm not sure if he's going to play at this point of recording this video, so I'm not going to play him. Stephen Curry against Utah is actually a decent matchup, okay? Because Utah's always been real solid. They're solid defensively all around, but they do struggle versus point guards. So Stephen Curry could take advantage, but at 9-7, do I really want to play him? Not really. I'm really liking, let me go ahead and just get straight to it, Kyrie Irving at 6'6". Now, here's the thing. Kyrie started the year off slow. He let a lot of people down, whoever played him last game. He only got 21.5, but the bright side of this is his usage was solid at 25%. He just wasn't making shots. He ended up with 7 points, 4 rebounds, and 7 assists. So he still was almost able to get the double-double. In this game, I think he's able to get the double-double with points and assists against Toronto. Toronto's a team that's got an amazing defense and brought in Kawhi Leonard. Now they're even better, but they struggle against point guards. Kyle Lowry is not very good defensively. Kyrie Irving has the best matchup of anybody on the Celtics squad. I think Kyrie Irving at 6'6" is way too cheap for an elite player. We know what this is, guys, okay? He started the season off slow. I get it. He was off for a while, didn't play for a while. Then he came back in his first game back at action. He struggled a little bit against Philly. That is okay. I expect him to bounce back in a big way here, and at 6'6", that's just too cheap, okay? Let's go ahead and go to small forward. At small forward, we got Giannis Antetokounmpo at 11,000 going against the Pacers. That is a very good matchup at 11,000 if you can afford to spend up for that. I love him, and I love Anthony Davis at power forward too. It's a great matchup for Anthony as well against Sacramento. I'm just worried a little bit about that game getting out of hand and Anthony not being too needed, you know. But Sacramento looked decent in their first game. So maybe possibly they can keep this close, but New Orleans with their first home game, I'm not very sure. But I do want some exposure to Jrue Holiday. I like Jrue Holiday in this matchup against Sacramento. Sacramento notoriously struggles versus guards. I like Jrue Holiday a lot in this matchup. Anthony Davis is fine too. If you think this won't get too out of hand, then Anthony Davis is fine too. Otherwise, if you're worried about the game getting out of hand, then Giannis is your play because I like the Pacers to be able to at least hang with Milwaukee a little bit and keep it close enough so Giannis is having to play heavy minutes. All right? But anyways, as small forward, I want to go with, let me find him. There you go. Tyreke Evans. Tyreke Evans going against Milwaukee. Now, this is a game where I was just talking about him, okay? Milwaukee's going to score. I love their offense this year. I love that team in general this year. Tyreke is going to be asked to do a lot, okay? His usage is going to be high. In the first game, Tyreke Evans had a 26% usage rate, which is a solid usage rate. Keep in mind that they did go against the Memphis Grizzlies, which is a stingy defensive team. It's a stingy defensive team, okay? And Tyreke Evans now going against Milwaukee, which is also a fairly stingy defense, but Milwaukee likes to put up points, and that's going to force Tyreke to throw a lot of shots up. And at 6'1", that's just another great value. At center, a player I love with that usage rate at 8,000, Kevin Love, the main guy on Cleveland this year. First game of the year, he didn't do too great against Toronto, but like I said, like I'm going to get to in a little bit, Toronto is a good defense, but he had a 32.4% usage rate, which is great. You love to see that out of these guys, and Kevin Love, we know, is the main source of offense for this Cleveland team. Lock in Kevin Love at 8,000 at center. Now, let's go to guard. One of my favorite plays on the slate is Donovan Mitchell at 7'8", going against Golden State. I love this matchup here against them. Okay, Golden State is a team that we already know is going to put up a ton of points. Okay, Donovan Mitchell dropped a 32.5% usage rate against Sacramento, so he's being used highly. We already know how he's used. He didn't have a huge game. He had 34.2. He didn't have a huge game, but his price did go down 100, if that helps anything. And he's going against Golden State, a team that is very good offensively, that's going to put up a ton of points, and they're going to need Donovan Mitchell to have that ball in his hand as much as they possibly can. So expect that usage rate to be really high once again. I love Donovan Mitchell in that matchup at 7-8. Last but not least, my favorite value play, I wanted to touch on him last, is Malik Monk. Malik Monk against Orlando. This is a great matchup for him against Orlando. Now, anytime you're able to get a guy that is 4'7", okay, and he put up a usage rate of 20.3 and dropped 34 points against the Milwaukee Bucks, who, like I said, has the stingiest defense. Now he gets to go against an Orlando team that is a much worse defense. Malik Monk should have a very solid game and should easily return value at 4'7". I love Malik Monk here at 4'7". Absolutely great matchup. I think this is a year where Malik really comes out and shows up. He's a great player. We all know that. He just, you got to wait and see approach on him. But it's looking like he's going to have a great year this year. I love Malik Monk at 4'7". Lock him in. And that's it, guys. Kyrie Irving, Malik Monk, Tyreke Evans, Kevin Love, and Donovan Mitchell. Now, real quick, I'm going to go over some value plays and talk about them real quick before I get out. Frank Mason at 3.6 is some pretty solid value. The only thing that bothers me a little bit is in this first game, he only played 4 minutes and 59 seconds. Okay, I would expect that number to go up. They're going to need him to play a little bit more to spell De'Aaron Fox. Against New Orleans, this is a fantastic matchup. De'Aaron Fox, by the way, is another great matchup here against New Orleans. I love picking on New Orleans with guards. I always have. I love it. Okay, and Frank Mason is in a good spot at 3.6 to return value. Let's see what else we got here. Jonathan Isaac at power forward for Orlando against Charlotte. Charlotte gives up a lot of points to power forwards and centers. I like Jonathan Isaac a lot at 4.4, okay? Just like the other guy we just talked about. This is just one of those situations where a guy is just too cheap for what we expect him to do here in this offense this year. Okay, Frank Mason's not a guy that you expect to put up a ton of points, but we don't need much to return value at 3.6 in a matchup against a team that is just horrible versus guards, and New Orleans could easily get this game out of hand here, and Frank Mason's going to play a lot of minutes, okay? He could end up playing a lot of minutes. I'm not guaranteeing it, but he can end up playing some solid minutes and at 3.6 return value. Same thing with Jonathan Isaac. Great matchup at 4.4. He's supposed to play about 25 to 30 minutes in this offense this year on a routine basis, so Jonathan Isaac is a solid option. Allen Crabbe at 4.2 for Brooklyn against New York. Another solid value play at 4.2. He's supposed to play about 30 minutes here. And against New York, good matchup. So Allen Crabbe also is a good guy. Lou Will, we know what kind of points this guy can put up. And at 5.8, going against OKC, that's a solid matchup as well for him. What else we got here that I want to touch on for you guys? Brook Lopez for Milwaukee. Going against the Pacers. Okay, this is a solid little matchup for him too at 4.9. That's a cheap option. The guy that I liked in the last video, Kyle Anderson, he ended up letting us down a little bit. But he is a guy that should get decent minutes in this Memphis offense, and he gets the privilege of going against the Atlanta Hawks in this matchup. I absolutely love Kyle Anderson as a cheap little value guy as well. Let's see. Anybody else that I really want to touch on for you guys real quick? Not really. There's nobody else, no other value guys that are really sticking out to me here. I'm not seeing any. Yeah, that's about it, guys. That's about it. Elfrid Payton could be a solid option here at 5.8 going against Sacramento. So Elfrid Payton's another little solid option there. But that's about it. Other than that, make sure you get Kyrie Irving for this bounce-back game here against Kyle Lowry. I do expect him to have a much better game than he did to start the season off. And at 6'6", you're getting an elite player. Okay, he started out slow, but he's still an elite player. Malik Monk's looking like he's going to be highly involved in this Charlotte offense, and against Orlando, the matchup cannot get better than that. Tyreke Evans against Milwaukee, once again, matchup against a team that's going to score a lot of points. He's going to be needed to throw up a lot of shots, and Tyreek's a guy who can put up a lot of points in a hurry. Kevin Love is the main guy on this Cleveland offense this year. Expect him to do big things against Karl Anthony Towns down low. I love Kevin Love. And Donovan Mitchell to finish it out at home in Utah, going against this Golden State Warrior team who we know is going to play super fast-paced and we know is going to drop a ton of points. Donovan Mitchell's going to have the ball in his hand a shit ton. I love Donovan Mitchell at 7-8. And that's it, guys. Thank you guys for watching as always. Please drop a like on the video down below before you head out. Comment anything in the comment section to enter your name into that giveaway. Follow me on Twitter at Cam_ATL. I will update on my Twitter with a top 3 before the slate starts, all the way up until the slate starts. I will post a top 3 for you guys, so it's real updated and really focusing on the guys I'm really liking for the slate. Make sure you follow me on Twitter at Cam_ATL. Go to greenlightdfs.com to join the squad officially. Thank you guys for watching as always. NBA has already been an amazing season for us. NBA is always amazing for the squad. Let's go ahead and keep that fire going. Thank you guys for watching as always. I appreciate you guys, and I'm out.